Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the knockout stages, day 3 of M4. We get to see the Valley, the team from North America, the Superstars, go up against Burn X Flash in a best of 3. Losing team will be knocked out of M4, and of course, I'm rooting for the #1 team in the US, the Valley. Got Mobazane over there, Fried Chicken, Shark, Basic, Hoon, you name it, they got it. And I'm excited to see them compete. I know they've had a little bit of a rocky road in the group stages, and then also now a lot of people are putting a little bit of doubt on how well they can perform. And I think this is their time to kind of shine and show the world differently. So definitely root you guys' favorite team. Shout out to the Valley. I'm wanting them to take this, as I want to see North America go far and let everybody know exactly what we bring as a region. So this is huge, man. This is huge, and I think we're in for a show. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think the Valley takes it? Do you think it'll be a 2-1 sweep or 2-0 sweep, or do you think it'll be like 3 wins in a row or not? Or do you think it'll be even on the board to a game 3? Let me know, though. I'm excited to see the Valley play. They've been having a hard time. They went up against S11, dominated them, but then RQ Akira gave them an easier time. RQ Akira was able to close it out on them, and I just feel like that kind of broke their resolve. So I want to see them do a little bit better. Team Hack was also able to beat them as well. So it's been a little tricky, man, but I'm excited to see what they all pull out this time. I think Chicken needs to kind of play something that can cause him to rotate a little bit more, or keep that XP laner from Proxy and the minions, and I think they'll be solid. I think Zane's been pretty good, Zane's been pretty good at jungling. I don't think the jungling was an issue. You've seen him get a lot of retributions. I just think it's the overall synergy. I need to see Hoon not be as overly aggressive, and if he is overly aggressive, I need to see Chicken shot calling when he does not know where his XP lane is, so that they don't gank and take Hoon out, as Hoon was first blood on some of the matches. And then I also want to see a little bit better itemization over there from Basic in the gold lane. If they can put all that into one solid package, then I think the Valley will be able to take this. Burn X Flash, one of the dark horses for the for M4. I don't think if people voted, I wonder if they're voting for Burn X Flash. Yeah, you see a lot of people voting for the Valley, and that's why I think the Valley will take it too. But if they don't take it, oh man, it'd be kind of rough for NA. Rough for NA. Come on, Valley, y'all got this, man. Take us home. Take us home.
Not surprised with that 3% there.
It is 5 in the morning, bro.
These members have all
I've been staying up all night to watch this game,
and bringing it into the
hoping that they can take this home for us.
It's not a surprise that you have this many people rooting for them, but still, this is a massive
Super team in NA, the best team currently in North America. I want them to win so I can finally be like, try that in North America, bro. You know what I mean?
Other than, Indonesia, Philippines, there's been so much build up around them, but they did not perform that great in the group stage. And today,
they did
they're
not.
going to need to prove themselves to the world if they want these types of predictions in the future.
Well, let's see these highly lovable, personable, global sensations here up against Burn X Flash. Let's jump right into the drafting phase and get this all started. Are you ready, people here in Jakarta, for the bout? Let's jump right into it. Well, draft-wise, as we get loaded up here, I gotta say, we've seen pretty much a big trend, right? We even saw, I think it was a previous series, just how Prio the carry pick is. So I'm wondering, with Burn X Flash being here, do they want to go ahead and lock that in? Do they go with the idea of that saying, let Hessa carry? Do they kind of go with that gameplay, that game style here? And at the same time, again, you have that one pick to pick up, you have 2 that you have to give away, and trends, I mean, we didn't get to see both these teams' common picks and bans than what we've seen from previous teams, but I'll tell you what, Carry, Glue, Kaja, banned out here, but even in the jungle, because you want to be able to match up against Mobazane. What we've seen from him lately, too, is the dynamic shift, where he can play Assassins, he
spent a lot of time on utility junglers, so which route do they go here for the Valley?
I think it's interesting, honestly. Sorry to cut you off there, but like if I'm in Burnix Flash's position, if I'm going to attack the Valley, I'm most likely looking towards the two players, right? It's going to be Mobazane, of course, but also Basic, because in the mid lane, we're not expecting to see a lot of that, you know, kill pressure so early on, especially at this tip-top level. We want Hoon to keep moving around the map and not getting any value.
Yeah, but it's something that he's had a little bit of trouble with, I feel like, in the group stage, his movement. And it could be because he's been really, I feel like the team has really been pressuring him to pick up this Eve. And I feel like in his hands, it hasn't been doing all that amazing. He had one good game with it. We know him to be this mechanical, player, but it does seem like we have some fun facts coming up on screen.
Absolutely. When you think you can't get enough of the Filipino region, you still see their influence everywhere. Fun fact for Coach Zico, he was a player in M1.
Ah, my mic was off. Oh no. Appreciate you. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The match we have been waiting for, the Valley versus Burnix Flash, and I want to see them draft this out. I want to see the Valleys take charge. Carry is still available, and I think Burnix Flash is going to pick that up, but I'm expecting them to take Eve. Oh, Eve was taken by them, so Carry's going to get picked up by Basic here. Interesting. Maybe pick up Yuzong as well. Wow. I didn't expect that. Yep, there goes Carry. Possibly Lolita. If not Lolita, Leomore's still available. It's a strong pick. Zane's not a Ling player, so I don't think they're going to pick Ling. Zane isn't a Kai player, though.
And is just so objectively dominant, right? I
mean, let's go the Valley. Let's see what they got.
And at the same time, kind of thinking about it, you saw that Kaja ban come out. That's the bane of Eve. So
Lapu.
Here. Meanwhile, on the
Why?
other side, the Valley going to complement this carry pick so far with the Lapu. Another very strong hero. Put into
it's a strong front line, but why not pick YZ?
Absolutely, and I think, you know, Flychicken, it's very much in his place.
I mean,
really jump into that
at least he'll keep YZ at bay, but now they're going to pick up YZ and they're going to pick up Leo.
That he has a very limited amount of time to make that impact.
Dude, his Lapu is not mobile enough. If they run Benedetta, they're going to... If they pick Benedetta or Yuzong, Lapu's in trouble.
So glad. We haven't seen her at all.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure.
Man. It's great.
Lapu's not the right answer, man.
I'm very happy we don't have to deal with that nonsense no more. But that begs
Watch, it's gonna be Yuzong
with Eve already
and
on
Leo.
the table and Basic already locking into that carry. We're seeing that Burnix Flash is gonna be locking Harith, who's very good.
Harith and Ling.
Mages, especially
oh snap! They're pulling out the assassins.
With the help of Ling, you have so many threats as soon as the real world manipulation has been activated.
Yeah, and that Ling is definitely...
You got Leo, you got a Kai. What you going, Zane?
Throughout a lot of the knockout stages, and it seems to have always kind of been a bane in Mobazane's existence. Just some of those assassin heroes, so they're gonna need to find...
The carry is the solution.
But with it being picked so early, there are still
yeah, they're known to pick the carry up. They're known to pick up the Lolita too.
Anything to shut that down, really. And it does look like they're going to lock in the Fredrin, so a little bit of taunt, maybe to slow it down in some of these team fights.
Part of me wish that they didn't lock in the Fredrin just yet, because if you would have had that right, you could kind of leave it flex. Is it going in the XP lane? Is it going in the jungle? But because the Lapu's there, you already have that idea.
That's why I didn't like the Lapu.
We kind of, and that's really
they should have picked YZ.
The group stage was those first maybe two picks for both teams were highly flexible. But now, I mean, you've got a pretty good picture of both these teams' first phase.
I think Chicken puts too much into his Lapu. I wasn't impressed with it with the Benedetta. And if they put Benny on Lapu this time, godly, it's going to be useless again. That's what happened to him when Kakashi pulled out Benedetta against him. Watch, a good coach is going to tell him to run Benny. But an even greater coach might say pick out Yuzong.
It really makes a lot of sense that everybody who's been playing a marksman realizes that they get outscaled.
No, we don't know who's going to win. I'm just going off of previous matches. I don't like the Lapu on Chicken. Not this early.
Once his third and fourth items come through. Now that we're seeing that the Benedetta gets banned out for the side of the Valley, I do feel
it took out Benny. Smart.
We might see a potential.
They got to take out YZ.
Coming out from Hoon's side, I would absolutely love to see Gushin, of course, but hey, you know, that's just a personal favorite.
No, they got to take out YZ.
As well. Anything with damage, because it's something that the side of the Valley has been lacking. They put a lot onto basic shoulders, and everyone else is either more.
They're gonna run
support,
Grok XP lane for Burnix Flash. If they don't ban out Grok, they're gonna run Grok, and then they're gonna run a support for Burnix Flash.
They do want to go for a Pharsa, and since they are focusing in onto the EXP lane, possible Yuzong ban here.
Yeah, I think it should be.
That's a good point. I mean, that could be the biggest giveaway because they do have that first.
I think it should be
pick in the
YZ,
second phase, and now
but
that
it's-
Tilda is already gone. Oh, they also get rid of Franco.
Franco.
Huh, rather interesting. I thought they would hold it a little
Bro,
bit
nobody's
longer
picked
because
Franco in
even
M4.
Only two abilities in the game really have that effect of taking her out of it, and both.
No! Oh my God.
Suppression here.
They need a
I'm wondering
coach.
What that leaves open for roam options. for
Grok.
Flash. I mean, we've seen a lot
They're
of
gonna
people,
pick
but
Grok,
there's always
bro.
That kind of up and the up, like,
Mm.
are the way the dragon placements, are you putting yourself in a bad position? Are you able to utilize it? Now, I think they do have great follow-up already, but still the big question is,
They could pick
are
up
you
Yuzong
allowed
and
to
Grok,
Herald
call it.
active quickly? Because in the gold lane, right? I mean, we've seen it shut
It's
down
gold lane
as well.
Harrods, so they need a XP lane and they need a roam for Burnix Flash.
Back and forth, but
They
really
can't
you
pick-
don't have
they
to
might
do
not pick the
anything. I
Grok.
mean, that is also the benefit of having the
I don't know, we'll
mystery
see.
shop emblem, but still, if you're kind of
There it goes, that
staved off
Lolita
from
pick.
farming up early on, you're gonna struggle there. So
They go for the
already
same-
questions
bro,
here.
this-
We'll
they're
see
all-
these two picks to lock in this team composition.
They're
for
very
Burnix Flash,
predictable.
But Lolita, I gotta say, man, I like the Lolita pick. But
Not here.
let's be honest, group stages wasn't so pretty for the Valley
No.
when they locked in the Lolita.
Bro, they literally pick
It depends on
all
where
the
you're
same
coming from.
picks
I mean,
every
He
game.
did well during M3, so it's like he can't do that bad here in M4.
Did kind of rough in the group stage.
All right,
And I'm
all
an
right.
American.
The-
I'm gonna call it how I see it. It was a little bit
the
rough.
timing.
I think I would have liked to Cho more here, honestly. But it seems like, I mean, you have
Cho would have been good.
You have that capabilities, but that is
Cho
not
would have
gonna
been great.
happen. We do have the Lolita. That's what's on the map. And I mean, hopefully it is a comfort. We know it's a comfort pick for Shark. He just needs to use it to its full capabilities.
Honestly, I feel like they could have unlocked Shark here, right? Because you already have Fred.
There goes the Grok. I called it.
He can also peel as well. I would have liked to see something.
I wouldn't have picked the Atlas, though.
And
They could have picked the support.
Vincitar didn't seem that out of the ordinary, but hey, again, out of pocket picks.
Jadida?
We're seeing the Atlas and his
Oh,
whole
Lilia.
Really smart draft
Lilia's not
pick
bad.
from Coach Zico here, putting Hoon in the back position, and now he has to forcibly take control over the lane by himself if Super Strike has to go elsewhere in this Melissa.
All right, this might be a little bit better for
Well, I
Hoon
like both
now that he has
I mean,
Lolita.
I gotta say,
Or
do
Lily, I
love
mean.
both
I think this will be a
drafts
little
here.
bit better.
Again, I think for the Valley, it's really just overlapping those ultimates properly, because that's the struggle we're talking about from the group stages, where it was a similar lineup, but when you
We'll
were
see.
mistiming or actually not overlapping your ultimates in the right way, especially the Noon on Blast, the way you're using that, that's where it kind of falters, right? So, meanwhile, Burnix Flash, like we said, they're very aggressive, and a lot of that aggression is actually calculated, and it works out well for them. So, hopefully, the Valley, with what they have, they're able to kind of withstand that fire from Burnix Flash.
I mean, how long can they actually hold that fire through?
You see Dave?
I don't know. I'm leaning more towards more traditional Southeast Asian style of gameplay. And Burnix Flash, to me, I feel like they've got a really, really good draft. Something that Fly Chicken
The Atlas
needs
is gonna
to
be a
cut the
problem.
backline as soon as possible. Because if he doesn't, this game is
Yeah.
going to stop real quick.
Well, already as we see both, we take a look at the emblems and everything else, right? It is.
I just don't get it, like-
running this jungle emblem on the Ling.
Why
So
put
he's gonna
so
go
much
for- he
emphasis
wants
on
to
the
match
Lapu Lapu?
with
That's the
Frederick
problem I
Jungle.
have.
You want to contest those objectives. Get that
They could have
quick
picked a
jungle
Yuzong.
farm
He would have been
and just kinda
beautiful.
Work around that. Also, I feel like there's been a debate, right? What works best on this side lane Grok, the XP lane Grok?
Dang,
Is it the
Chicken
weapon
is
mastery?
deep.
Is it the high and dry? Well, this time, I'm Your A Team is going to run with the weapon master, but already the fight for this orange.
Oh, let's see whether you can get out of here. I think for now, wait, hold
Dead.
on.
Fly has
Oh,
to use the flicker.
good.
Is getting slowed down. The chase from Chimma. This could be bad for Fly. Able to get a little bit of shield. Forces the dash. Able to get that getaway though, and still delay
Dang.
Chimma. So almost a plus there.
Now that actually worked out really, really well. Fly Chicken wasting a lot of Chimma's
Yeah.
time, allowing Mobazane to, get on towards his next buff.
That was a good
Actually
distraction.
bringing out the overall EXP.
All right, it's looking
farm.
kinda promising.
Despite the fact that Little Wonder might not been the biggest thing in the world, it's all about that level 4. However, Fly Chicken is going to need some help, and Hoon is here to make that difference.
And I do like it. Hoon wants to
Uh,
there.
Kinda scratching my head. Why didn't Grok just put his wall up for the minions?
If you look at the mini map, though, Chima is making his
Come on,
way
chicken.
downtown right now, trying to see if he can make a play happen, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be too much. Still 20 seconds on the clock until the turtle comes.
Yeah, so both these teams, I mean, early battle spells going down here. Nothing too much, though. Just kind of holding off for now because they both want to just wait for that first big objective to come up here. Now, biggest thing is, I'm your ATM's not going to have that flicker available, so you're not going to be able to expect that crazy wild charge from him. But still, when you're fighting in that objective, this is the best place for Grock, right? You have walls everywhere around you, and you can see them. They're even positioning this turtle
so
they
good.
have that advantage. And they're going to force the Valley to respond to this and work for it.
Yeah, it does seem like Shark's going to keep D7 at bay right now, but Chima still holds the presence. Mobazane
Good
takes the
retry,
turtle. A nice play. Fly Chicken, though, caught in the midst of I'm Your ATM. Trying to get away. Caught in that real manipulation, but he does get away, and D7 goes down.
Good start.
It's a 1-for-0 trade, and the turtle
The
goes
retro
to the side
finger,
of the
too. It's the
Valley.
retro
That's
gap.
what we want to see from the Valley, and especially from Fly Chicken. He is supposed to be the difference maker in this early 2 mid-game to set the Valley up for success. Basically, he's stuck here with Hessa.
Oh, Hessa gets stunned, tries to use Mom Force, able to get the dash, but still, the pressure from the Valley right now is felt across the land of Dawn.
I like this too. I mean, just with that early objective take, you taking a look at the items here. I mean, nothing too crazy, right? But still, for this early on, this minor gold advantage will scale really well for the Valley. Now, the biggest thing is for Burnex Flash. We've seen this before with Atlas. Do they get those?
All right, Chicken's not doing too bad on Lapu. He's doing a lot better than what I've seen before. I might actually sway my opinion on him.
Again, or maybe even 4 in terms of hero usage. But going against that, that's all you have to solve. Avoid that Atlas.
He is
kind of
beating the
spin
brakes
away.
off of that
The
Grock.
biggest thing about carry, though, is if an Atlas goes towards you and you kind of use that Purify, you dash away, you shred tanks so quickly, and that can be really bad news here for Burnex Flash. They've got to play around that. Chima also has to be careful here as well. But already trades early on in the jungle. Mobazane not letting go at all.
I love that right now. And this is the aggression that we wanted to see. And I think Hoon picking up this Lilia instead of the Yve or something of that nature, it gave them that mid-wave clear, and it gave them the ability to rotate around quickly.
Yeah, not only just rotating around quickly, the fact that Fly Chicken has bought so much time and now is a level ahead of I'm Your ATM. Look at Mobazane. He's already a level up on Chima, who has the Demon Slayer. Again, you shouldn't expect that to happen, but yes, they were able to get that first turtle, but it shouldn't make that much of a difference. So I think the Valley most likely can start putting resources down onto the bottom side.
at Atlas,
to make
Atlas,
sure that
Atlas.
Basic get his farm,
Oh,
get his
Basic's
items
dead.
fast.
Take a look at these.
Oh, he has Purify, though.
Waited patiently.
So
Yes,
worried that
Purify.
D7 was about to come in there, but now with the turtle up, Mobazane is going to start on it. D7, C-Cat, and Hessa trying to make a play in. D7 does have that ultimate with the Fatal Links.
Oh,
Trying to-
shot.
There's the Numenor blast. Superstar coming down. The Tempest of Blades locks on. This is a bloodbath. Shark very low. Hessa able to find him. Shark falls. Turtle has gone to the side of the Valley though. Mobazane trying to run away from Hessa. Hessa and ATM pick him up. Mobazane falls to the 2-for-1 trade, and the Turtle goes to the Valley.
I'm a little
Took the
confused
turtle.
there. I mean, I don't know if you saw Basic, but it looked like he could have helped out there towards the mid lane, but decided to run up towards the top side. But still, everything that just happened there, it was a great set.
Ooh,
with
he
the
took
Numenor
Zane's
Blast
blue.
From Super Shark, and if he can continue to do that, that is going to be the best case scenario for them. So Basic.
That Harith gold lane is disgusting.
And still, across the board, the Valley holding on to that little bit of gold lead. They're continuing to build it on here. They have some of their first items locked in too. I think that one of the big things is you have to allow Basic to get farm up on this carry. He's only got that corrosion sight here. Of course, Mobazane running with a cursed helmet. He's going to be trying to just continue to clear through the jungle as fast as possible. And that's the thing, Hessa already having that first item on this Harith, he's got that mystery shop. If he continues to farm up here, he will be pretty much a big threat towards the
There you go, the Valley.
Seal play
Here
coming
comes
out.
the Seal play. Shark does get the stun on a D7. Hessa drops the Zaman's force. Mobazane will get stunned up here. Fatal Links does locks on. Brings Mobazane under the tower. C-Cat with the real manipulation, but Mobazane is still standing. Rest
Beefy.
of the Valley decides to back off, so a bit of a misplay there. Not able to succeed, but
No,
one
but
goes
bottom
down just
side.
Yet. Basic and Hoon still want to try to force the objective here. Maybe being a bit too aggressive. They want to make this tower fall. C-Cat just can't get through the bulwark.
They got
shield.
bottom, though.
Finally, The invasion stops in the valley, backs off.
They didn't. They
much
missed the
value
bottom
coming
side
in
getting
from
taken.
Burnix Flash. Like while this dive was happening on towards the valley, happening on the top side of the map, we look at the bottom side. They're able to actually return the gold in back into their favor. And now
They
with
took the
defensive
turret.
Down,
Yeah.
it's starting to get a little tough. D7. He's already had a 92 participation rank, second in M4 so far. He's about to make it almost 100%.
Fried Chicken dives in.
Chicken.
The bravest warrior, bravest fighter. Wait a second. Super
Zane on the
Bowl.
retries.
Finds the turtle. Timma.
Golly.
Forced to try to run
Man,
away
don't
from the
miss.
valley. Doesn't want to stop the chase. No, wait. Yes, they do.
Oh my God! They took another turret on the top side.
Well, they got a clean sweep on the turtles. Objective, that's what they're...
Bro, they're
that's what
taking
game
turtles,
for
but
the
they're
Valley.
losing
doing exactly
turrets.
that. They should be able to get another turret here too. Bottom side. But even Hoon
There you go.
just trying to find an angle if he can. Top side though.
Look at Chicken. Hessa had a little bit of an advantage over Basic, but he can't.
Okay, at
mess
least
with
they took
that
a turret.
Lapu Lapu right now. But still, the game isn't too far apart. It could definitely go.
It's shaky,
anyway.
man.
Yeah, and I think right now Burn has a little
good
bit more
match.
flexibility when it comes to
I can
how
feel
they
the-
wanna
the
play
nerves.
across the map, because the Valley, they want to stick together. They want to make sure that Burn, if they fight, we have the counter engage ready and we can start peeling. But Burn, with the mobility that they have with
Gotta be
Hessa,
careful.
and more importantly, what Ling gives access to with I'm Your ATM, opening up the map and getting that information, the side lanes are always under a lot of threat.
Again, this is the thing, right? I mean, one kind of growth that you've seen from Moba Zane is this.
They got a lot of
utility
comfort
type
picks, though. You give
global,
Sharkus comfort
play
pick.
style, right? I mean, it's something
get
that
Basic
learned
a comfort
this
pick.
time, pretty much internationally.
It's not
and
bad.
He's doing it well, and these small objective wins obviously build you this little bit.
Obviously,
of gold lead that you
Chicken
have in
prefers the
advantage for your
Lapu.
game, and
So I
everybody
say
kind
it's
of
3
profits
comfort
off of
picks.
that. So that's what we're seeing from the Valley so far. Burn X Flash. All they need to stop that in their tracks, though, is a great set from D7. And like you saw from the earlier statistic, this is the man to do it, right? And they've got great follow-up, too. Hessa, though, Hessa getting to the point, again, he's still...
Calamity
working on
Reaper,
that
Feather of
third
Heaven.
item. He's got the Feather of Heaven here. Also, the other thing that I'm wondering is CCAT on this E.
The problem is these 5v5 engagements, but at least they have Fredrin to disrupt.
What happens when, let's say, a Genius Wand is locked in, and then you're reducing all that magic damage, and it's so front-loaded, you can't get out of that death box here for the Valley. Those are big things for Burn X Flash, as now we look to the next objective, the Lord.
Exactly, and again, Burn X Flash, their composition is that flexible, even team fights, with the synergies of heroes
Yeah.
that they have. We're looking at D7 and CCAT to make all that difference there.
They got a lot of
ATM
CC.
If he has the opportunity to see Basic locked against the wall, or even remotely close to it, he could get an incredible knockup that could change the game. And that's the playmaking capabilities that all these heroes provide compared to the Valley, who have a very standard style of gameplay. Want to peel back, come at us. We're going to defend from every single attack you have. We don't necessarily have to be aggressive unless you're Fried Chicken.
Most definitely.
Chicken's
I think
gonna clear the mid.
problem I'm seeing from the Valley, though, if we want to pick things apart, they haven't churned this gold lead into any major tower objectives. In all technicality, it's not a lot, but they're still losing right now in the ground, in overall material. So they need to, if they're going to get these kills, if they're going to find something, they have to turn it into more.
Well, I think a big part of that, again, is what Gideon just mentioned. You know, you really have to, it's almost, you rely on the Noon on Blast setup if you can. Other than that, you're just trying to bait out ultimates from Burn X Flash, whereas Burn X Flash has, what, 3 options? Wild Charge, the Real World Manipulation, the Fatal Links. There's so many options here for them. So even with the lead that the
Look at
Valley
Ling.
has, they have to be very careful how they go in.
Chicken coming in. Speaking of going in, but
Aw,
against
Chicken.
Wild Charge takes out
Why
Fried
are you
Chicken,
diving
but Hessa
turrets?
Picks up the kill. Now, by the Lord, Moba Zane is trying to chip away at a D7, getting brought very, very low. Basic finds it. First kill for him. Timma with those.
Wow,
with those
wow.
blades,
There you go,
Basic,
Zane.
but
Getting the Lord.
Still takes the Lord. It's a 2-for-1 trade, but the Lord goes to the side of the Valley. Is that a fair trade, though?
Well,
Hold on,
time will
trying to
tell.
go. Hessa wants more. They know they lost the Lord, but they want to take
No,
some
it's not.
objectives, so they take another tower away from the Valley.
Ling.
It's looking really good, honestly. And Burn, they understand their options. They really know that if we're going to execute...
That's what I always
the
said. Their
full
weakness is gonna be
and
these
the
assassin
only person who
junglers.
can dictate
That's why they
tempo
pulled
from
out
the
a
side
Ling.
the Valley is Fried Chicken. Everybody else is designed to bait out an ultimate or to slowly whittle them down so that they can fully commit to a fight. And Burn fully understand this. So I don't know what Coach Zico did, but he has prepared his team extremely
Yeah, they're eating them on the map.
Yeah, and taking a look at the items too. Hold on, they're still going here.
D7, but the problem is they keep on focusing D7 it's just too tanky. They have to find a way to find Chima here.
Oh no, they got Lord on the bottom side though. Wait a minute. No, look at Ling. Oh my
Still
god.
hunting, right? They've got to deal with this Lord here on the bottom side. Not sure if the Valley wants to do anything. Look at the push though. Top side from Chima. So able
Chima is eating them
make a
alive
play
on
regardless
objectives.
Of that Lord take from the Valley. They're going to be focusing here finally on
Oh, they got mid though. They got mid. They got mid.
Takes a lot of damage from Basic, but just not enough. Finally, they take a tower, the Valley, trying to hold up against this, and this just shows that, you know, a 1,000 gold lead doesn't mean anything when you're in this mid game right now.
Yeah, and more importantly, so I think the Valley
Oh man. What do y'all think so far? Thoughts? Y'all think the Valley's can turn this around? It's not. Right now, it's still in the favor of Burn. Even though they're down by gold, they are up on objectives. But Shark's about to take a possible turret, looking on the top side. But Ling's about to get, Chima's about to rush in there. Maybe they'll focus Chima. Here they go. Yep, can still play on Chima. Oh, but they were able to take the turret.
Okay, going back to the items here, right? I mean, so this is what it feels like to be in this chair, but still, the glowing wand, I'm telling you, man, the glowing wand is going to be a problem. He's already got 2 wands. I don't know if he's going to go for the 3rd, but still, the fact that CCAT has this, you have the death box, he's also running Impure Rage, right? So this works out so well for him. He can whittle down the members of the Valley, and they can work around that. So the Valley, though, you saw them. Mobazane, stun bond, if you will.
They use their conceal though. They don't have another conceal play. They tried to use it on Chima. It's hard to get a conceal play on a Ling. Very hard.
And Lord advantage-wise, I mean, look at the Valley. The gold urn, it's not there for them to turret HP though. They're still working around it, trying to get space around the map for them.
Yeah, I mean, they have more material now at the very least, but now the items are coming in. Hessa getting his Holy Glaive. That in and of itself is nasty. And
Bro, I've been waiting for this match all night.
if you're looking at the Valley, you're thinking about.
I know, I'm nervous,
I
bro.
wanna be able to protect myself, but then
It's
you
so
have to
different
focus
when you
on
watch your own
Magic
team
Resist,
competing, man.
Magic Resist even more.
This is all we got for North
I don't think
America.
this is gonna break out into the fight until we see Basic starting to walk up with the rest of the team. But for now, the Valley needs to show.
They're trying to
as
bait out
if
ults.
They want to aggress, as if they want to take the initiative.
Most definitely with the Lord down to about 75% health. Zane will start that initiative.
Look at D7.
Chima
Look at Atlas,
will make
though.
his way
Look at
up,
D7.
but on your ATM, he's going to keep watching. Got to keep an eye on D7 here, hiding out in this bush, waiting to make that big play. But Basic and Superstar as well, holding down the mid bush. This is a standoff. This will end big. This Lord could end up being one of the deciding factors in this game.
There they go. D7.
Trying to come around the back, looking for something, which Fried Chicken does find Hessa. D7
Ooh.
locks on with the Fatal Links, but he still goes down. 2 members down for Burn X Flash. The Valley.
That's huge for the Valley.
And 2 members along with them.
Nicely done. The turnaround is already looking so good. D7 couldn't find anything despite
Yeah.
catching only 1.
And did you see that? Exactly what we said about the Atlas. The downside there is you get there.
They should've ran a
Basic
support.
just
Sucks for
dashes
them.
away, shreds you down. And you have
Sucks
no
for them. They
option,
should've
right?
ran a
Again,
support.
Even Super Shark being able to peel on this Lolita is working out great for them. Maybe he just learned from the group stages, comes in with that refined play style, and it's working out great.
Good turnaround on the Valley.
Like you said, he's just kind of whittling down Burn X Flash, right? That's all he has to do on this Lilia, and if he can bait out ultimates, even better.
And he's really safe in doing so, because no one can quote-unquote catch him unless you use a big spell to lock him down. The Black Shoe's such a powerful tool for Hoon. He can basically do whatever he wants and feel like he's unstoppable, because no one's going to punish him.
Ooh. Oh.
Crashing. Let's see if they
Man, he
can
put
punish.
the
Burn,
beat
look at
down
Chicken
on
the
Grok.
backside. This could be bad.
Chicken with
D7
these
wanted to
dives,
play.
though.
Finds it.
Oh!
D7 also connects. D7 brought very, very
Bro, the
low.
Valley about to
Chicken
end.
stops the immortality. Gonna come back up onto the field as Hessa,
Oh, they
Chima,
can't.
and ATM try to defend this push. 2 inhibitors down. 1 more
So
to
far,
go.
so good.
Chima tries to clear
Come
away
on,
this
Valley, you
thing.
got it, you got it.
Just can't do it, but they don't want to stop just yet. D7 working his way
No, they got
out.
their backs against the
Valley
wall.
staying aggressive. Zane moves on to ATM. ATM does go down. Hessa pops to the Zamon's force, trying to lock on to Hoon. Just cannot
Gave the
find
Valley
it.
all their
Full
comfort
Shield is
picks.
blocking it all.
This game.
Chima will be next. The Valley now moving on to the base. D7 tries to get the stun, but he's getting shredded by Basic. And now it's nothing but Hessa gets stunned, and the Valley will take.
Oh, let's go!
GG, well played. Going over to the Valley.
Wow.
The first game in this best of
That
3.
was
And we did it
crazy.
in spectacular fashion. What we thought was, hey, we're gonna take our time with this. We see Hoon saying, no, let's speed up the tempo. They're disrespecting us. We're going to take the space, and we're going to hold our ground.
You know, it's nice to see them smile once in a while, right? I mean,
Zane's still not smiling.
He's still not. He's chugging. He's hydrating. That's what he needs to do, right? Again, that was honestly, it was still a pretty intense game between both of them because at one point, Burnex Flash was in a good position to flip that game around. But objectives, Boba Zane on top of it with his Fredrin here. Just
Yeah,
overall, a great
Zane
game
was on
from
point
every
with the
member
red
of
shoes,
Valley
bro. He
again
didn't lose a
to
single
even
objective. He got
Superstar,
every
right?
turtle and every lord.
What a performance from what we saw in that one game where he played the Lolita in the group stage. This one was a massive win for him.
Yeah, they definitely finally seem to have found a flow, but it is not over yet. Burnex Flash definitely did an amazing job in holding that game out, and it's not just going to be an easy pass through for the Valley.
No, it really isn't going to be an easy pass through, and I think, you know, the Valley has set up some...
I always said I thought they'd beat Burnex Flash, but I think their problem's gonna be Todak.
It's not like they're playing without the information.
Todak's gonna be a hard game.
Was missing, and yet they said, you know what, Basic, do you have Purify? Do you also have your Winds of Nature? You do? Let's go in. We don't have to care anymore.
I mean, the all
Synergy.
around, like if you look at all the roles,
It's there
they all
now.
played the part perfectly with the heroes they locked in here, right? So I can't wait to see them play the next game here, but I think we have something for the viewers, Gideon.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. If you are wanting the M4 pass is available now, so complete all active tasks, and you will reach level 75 with ease and for free. So log in now, and exclusive rewards like the Beatrix Light Chaser, as well as the Beatrix Stellar Brilliance, and the M4 Beatrix figurine are awaiting you. Use the hashtags Mobile Legends Bang Bang, as well as hashtag MLBBM4.
That was a good game.
And the hashtag
Interested the upper bracket?
Dare to so we know which
Well, they
one
won't be in the
that
upper bracket.
got
They'll just be
that skin
further in the
for
lower bracket.
Beatrix figurine. But with that being said, you know, coming in this particular game, it was rather interesting that,
Well, that was a good game.
Burnex Flash actually having a lot of control and a lot of tempo in the game.
I don't understand. I thought the Atlas
They
pick
didn't
was
exactly
stupid.
transition, even though they were up material by mid-game.
They
It's
should have put. They
kind
should have
of
put in
ridiculous. The
a
only
support.
people that I can think of who can actually break this game down to us are down by the analyst stand. So, Leo, LaFell, and Mirko, please take it away. Let us know. Break it down.
The Valley.
Dude, you're a dude.
You're a dude too.
You're a dude. You're all dudes.
Hey. The Valley takes game one, where the West corners the Khmer into a match point, and the draft alone will not say the full story, because we have to be honest, in the draft, it seemed like Burn had quite the plan.
Yeah, honestly, when we were in the drafting phase, I think all three of us agreed that, again, the Valley, in terms of the draft, I think I like the picks. I just don't like the prioritization
Yeah.
of how they picked those heroes.
I didn't like the
more.
Lapu second. The
Think
Lapu
what they're
second
really
was
trying to
weird.
do is try to simplify things, because in games, like we said before we even go
The
into
Lapu
game,
second
Burnex
pick
Flash
shouldn't have
really
happened.
not too much pressure
I
from
don't care
other
how
regions,
if they were able to
so
pull it off
they
or
can
not.
really relax into the game. So I
Like,
feel like for this approach for the Valley, just use the heroes
just
that
didn't
you're
make
really
sense.
comfortable with. Like,
Yeah,
Superstar,
Lapu's a great
he has a
XP
lot of
lane,
other
but, like,
options, he still wants
he had
that
better
Lolita.
options.
So I kind of feel like in this game, they just want to get.
But
the momentum
I can't
first,
complain
and then we'll see what
because
happens.
Chicken did a really good job on it.
Mentioned at the desk is the great evolution.
Way better than what he used. And they actually banned out the Benedetta. That's Chicken's problem is Benny. And I kind of called that out when they went up against RQ Akira.
Demon Slayer, previously known as Mage Killer emblem, and the way that he built up to this full arsenal was also very interesting. Mirko, talk us through.
Well, for me, honestly, I like the build, right? The only thing is, I don't think he understood the assignment that he was given by Coach Zico when he picked the Demon Slayer emblem. Usually, when you go for the Demon Slayer emblem, sure, I like the build. Going Windtalker first so that you
Supposed
can
to farm.
a bit more and a bit better early on. Thing
Yeah.
is, Chama was looking for kills across the map, rotating, and even getting invaded because of the better mid-control that the Valley have drafted for themselves. Remember, if you want to farm
Yeah,
out, you
Hoon's
need
better
to have
on.
mid-control.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
just
better
to
when
add
Hoon
a
has
little
an
bit more,
aggressive
because we look
mage.
at the item timings as well, where his third item was the Malefic Roar, and the Malefic Roar has more value when the enemy has a lot more armor. But at the point when he was building the Malefic
That's a
Roar,
fast game by the
now
Valley,
only
too,
2
15
people
minutes.
have still
Not
lane
bad.
points. So at that moment of time, sure, the heroes naturally have a lot of armor, but not so much armor because of items. So
You in the
at
NACT?
that
I'm
moment,
in all the
actually,
NACTs.
Demon
I'll be in them.
could have
I was in them. I was in all the ones this year
Yep,
too,
the
as
execution
one of the main
planning
casters.
were off for Burnex Flash. That's why the Valley, with their again comfort.
Are you talking
picks
about for Vegas?
and just
I mean, I was in the
overall
halftime
better
show for Vegas.
communication and synergy, which has developed so much. They're so much better now compared to the group stage.
I'm going
Just
in,
went
man. I'm
over
telling you, I'm
the
manifesting.
top.
I'll be in
About 60
M5 next
minutes
year, bro.
in this
I'll be there
game,
as a
and
caster.
The Valley was just running circles around Burn. I think it's safe to say that the Valley were just sticking to a plan, and it was always Burn X Flash looking for that angle. And I think they were a little too.
What's up, John Ray? How you doing?
ambitious in that point.
Sneaking up
That's
on
why
us.
We're looking at these numbers like this way.
Good morning to everybody. It's 5 in the morning my time.
Gotta give massive props to Hoon, right? Because I think the main criticism when the Valley lost to Team Hawk was that
Hoon.
Hoon was not rotating enough. He wasn't finding a trade. He wasn't helping the gold lane. But in this game, I think later on we might get a heat map for Hoon. But man, the team fight participation speaks for itself.
Yeah, he did
was
good.
Everywhere across the map. And
He was
this
very shaky on
communication
his
in the
Eve.
mid lane just shines so bright. Super
But
Shark,
I like
Zane,
this.
and Hoon always clearing out mid lane.
Yeah, here's the thing. Hoon as well as Super Shark, like you said, 100% team fight participation. And what's important about this is we understand that the way that they move around the map, because looking at the way that they have distributed their minion waves is actually pretty good, because Hoon will rotate to a different lane, helping someone out, and then Super Shark will stay in the mid lane, try to absorb those minions, try to get level 4 once they fight around the turtle. And I kind of feel like that is a very big difference maker from the group stages to now in the knockout stage.
Yeah.
And now this brings us.
That's what we
talking
do in
about
NA.
Burn X Flash. How do they recover from this? Because their lineup was so solid. I think they had a good plan to put a lot of the core damage on Hesa and then have CCAT do its best. All the while Chima would be reaping their benefits, but standing in their way, the MVP, just quelling all of that, is of course the man himself. Hoon, 100% participation on a hero that I swore would make showings in the group stage, but now it looks like the knockout stage is all about this little
Yeah, you
girl.
don't see Lilia too much.
About mid control, right? The
He
meta
was
has been about mid control.
beating the brakes off of him, though.
And right now,
He
you
went
are seeing the best
glowing one though. He didn't go genius one.
100% his
I might
assignment
switch
and
my
from
Lilia build.
KDA and 100% kill participation.
Usually I go
Always
genius
so
one, but
active across the map, but it's about
I'm gonna
the
take that
decision
off.
He makes too. He's not just
I'm gonna go genius or glowing
he
one
chooses
instead.
the right lane to prioritize the neutral objective control that their composition was built around.
Yeah, and actually looking at the items as well, this is typical Lilia build, but I like that Hoon, like whenever we look at his live streams and such, he is such a carry player, but looking at the He-Man from the first 5 seconds to 5 minutes and 5 seconds,
He
look
said
at
watch
how
his live stream, he's a
intense
Hoon
it is.
fan.
At the Riverside, this also shows that Hoon is preventing any kind of movement from the side of Burn X Flash, because like you
Yeah.
said, as the lane, he kind of wants to steal farm and such. Hoon does not allow that.
And it's in that early game dedication to being the
We need them to
nuisance
win, man. We
that
need an
makes
NPL in NA.
E7's life
Come
so
on.
hard. Because again,
Y'all got
E7
this.
is also helping Hesa. And if
What's
Hesa
up,
can't
D-Boy?
carry,
How you doing? Sneaking up
then
on
Burn
us
X Flash
over
can't
on
do
YouTube.
much.
Appreciate
That's
you
what
being
made
here.
The whole decision path for Chima all the more a compromise. And then we'll see in the highlights in just a bit exactly how difficult it was for Burn X Flash to play towards the Valley, because so far I think the story of
The
this
Atlas
game
pick was
the Valley
stupid.
was just
I don't care how
executing the
I don't know
plan, and
why
Burn
they
X
thought that
Flash
would have
just
worked.
always being off time.
Why you didn't need it?
Yeah, I agree. And
You should have ran a
before we throw
support.
out the castles, I just gotta say, I don't like Atlas going to carry.
Yeah.
Atlas against carry, not a good idea. So we'll see in the draft if that still happens, or if Burn learns. On behalf of Mirko and LaFell, my name is Leo. Let's go to the desk.
Thank you, analyst Stan, once again back at the tallest desk here at M4. My name is Gideon. This is Nice here, as well as Trex here, to bring you the action of this game. But before we jump on into it, make sure you guys are checking out the M4 Pass, which is available right now at this very moment. So all you have to do is complete all active tasks. You'll reach level 75 at ease and for free. So log in. Exclusive rewards like the Beatrix Light Chaser and Beatrix Stellar Brilliance and M4 Beatrix figurine are awaiting you. Use the hashtags Mobile Legends Bang Bang MLBBM4. Dare to be great as well. And don't forget about the M4 Battle Night, which goes live this January 21st. Expect loads of events and rewards up for grabs in game. First off, complete the battle task in the game on January 21st to get the skin choice chest. Excuse me.
Got it.
You can
Then
choose
perfect
your
retribution.
skin
Yeah,
choice
man.
chest
I always said like
that
Zane's
battle
jungle has
pass
never been the
on
problem.
same day. Play
He
matches,
himself is
and
a
you'll
star
get the
player.
team protection for 3 matches,
Like
double
he's
star
like
races,
when it comes to
double protection points,
basketball,
double
like
picks,
when it's time to
double
shoot that 3-pointer, like you're passing it to Zane, bro. Like he's their LeBron James, he's their Kobe Bryant, he's their Michael Jordan of the team.
Enjoy the match, win tons of rewards,
Like,
and let's celebrate
you
the
can
M4
trust him to
championship
perform
together, including your friends,
on his
as
role
they
down
keep
to a
these
T.
boys.
The problem is
Game
what
number
happens around
2.
him.
What are we looking
And
for
we've seen a way better
on
game
adaptations?
with game
Before we talk about
1
number 2,
for Burn X Flash than we've seen so far with the other 2 games versus Team Hack and RQ Akira. The difference was getting Hoon on something more aggressive, that he can have more of an impact in the early phase. Lily was great. And also taking out that Benedetta. Those mobile fighters who gave Chicken a little bit of a hard time rotating with as they would proxy the minions and create that opportunity for a 5v4 situation on neutral objectives. And once they checked both of those things off the board, it made the games a lot easier for the early phase. And that's kind of what chipped away at them taking the early finish, in my opinion.
Absolutely shredded, right? And that's exactly what Carry does.
Now, I do agree with Mirko in the fact that I like the picks, but I don't like the way that they are picking them in terms of the order. I don't believe Lapu Lapu should have been picked second. I believe the carry was great. I think the other team, I questioned why they picked Eve instead of carry anyway, so I don't know what Burnix Flash was thinking, but picking up the carry was a smart choice, and most teams would have did that. I agree with that 100%. Picking up the Lapu second, no. I would have picked up a Yu Zhong before the Lapu Lapu there, to be honest with you, but he made it work, man, honestly, and I think it's a comfort pick. I think it's a pocket pick over there by Chicken, and that's why he does so well on it. Speaking of pocket picks, they again go with the Lolita. Super Shark's known for his Lolita, another comfort pick. That's 2 comfort picks in their hand. 3, matter of fact. Basic on carry, Super Shark on Lolita, and to top it off, you are gonna see that Lapu Lapu into the hands of Chicken.
I think there was maybe also a little bit of doubt on Basic, because as we've seen, like, carry has been the most, I mean, it's been the most.
And also that was a bad draft by Burnix Flash. They had everything down until they locked in that Atlas.
Where we think Hessa can handle it. Now, did he really carry the game? I wouldn't say that, but we're starting to now see, I think there maybe was a little bit of doubt that maybe the Valley wasn't going to be able to pull together. And now that they are, I do believe Burnix Flash may go into this draft a little bit differently than game 1.
I think
Well, first of all, they went into, bro, they picked a freaking Eve first instead of a carry, and then they picked a Atlas last instead of a support when they already had Grok. Sometimes, man, if meta's not broken, don't fix it. Like, if you see these other teams, whenever you lock a Grok in the XP lane, they're not locking an Atlas, they're locking a support.
Kind of a surprise, right? This is a surprise.
That's Burnix Flash's problem.
It's not something you really,
and I hope they make that mistake again.
But still, when people pick Lilia, they're thinking.
But Valley won up, got the momentum, kind of boosted their morale, so I think they'll take this one as well.
Honestly, for me, no, not really. And especially with CCat, I thought his job was like a lot easier. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get pushed in, but I just have to wait to drop down the box and honestly change the game. So well done to Hoon in this particular aspect. But let's not forget, I'm noticing a particular trend with the Valley, and they like to make really calculated decisions based on the information given.
Yeah, like the lean cut with the
Hoon,
conceal.
because nobody else can really open up the map, and it's too important to keep Fredrin alive to secure these neutral objectives. So even Mobazane, who's supposed to open up the map, shouldn't.
So maybe that's the answer for Burnix Flash. We need to actually focus in on Hoon. Maybe not even Basic, maybe not even Zane. But with that game being said, Hoon finally kind of...
Well, honestly, Chicken did a really good job that one too. He harassed the red. He got out without giving first blood. That was very impressive. And he wasn't too far behind all these engagements. And I think that also made a huge difference.
Instead of just focusing Hoon, let's target Shark. And better yet, let's also talk about the EXP laner Fly Chicken. He shouldn't get that far ahead.
Yeah, I think maybe I mean, Grok's still a great choice here, but as we get loaded up in the draft here for this second game ahead of us, you make a good point, Gideon. The XP matchup, we've seen how highlighted XP laners can be. I mean, even from yesterday, right, with Takashi and Edward. And that could be something big here because if Fly Chicken we've seen him be a playmaker himself. So I just feel like there's a lot of...
All right, on to the draft. Here we go.
To check off.
Yeah, so again, really need to hone in on what they want to do. I don't mind if Mobazane is playing the Akais as well as the Fredrins, because again, as soon as the ultimate is down from the Akai, then you can...
Y'all gonna let Glue walk?
Punishes. So now the real question for Burnix Flash...
You're gonna let Glue and Joy walk.
...have information deniers. Natalia comes up into mind as well. Kadita, having the threat of existing is way more important.
Oh, they banned out Glue for Burnix Flash.
Very true. Something
I wouldn't have did that.
Something deadly, and that is
I don't think they would have picked up Glue.
Valley would have a little trouble playing into, but we have seen some bans come onto the board. The Valley not changing.
They could have gave him Glue and took carry.
Banning out the Fanny. We also see the 1-1 in the Glue from the side of the Falcon. So nothing too targeted. Just
well, actually, they're gonna have to ban carry. They're gonna ban carry from Burnix Flash.
The Valley wants to pick the E first. right? On the,
No.
Like Hodge is there. I'm wondering what. Okay, never mind. They want to ban it, right?
Yeah, you got to. You got to, because they're gonna use Zong and Eve.
Prioritize the carry. So now
They're gonna ban carry.
For next Flash's court, do you want to actually leave the carry open here? They took out the 1-1 already. They could ban it out, but if they don't,
They have to
there's
ban
a
it
high
out.
chance that it does go in the hands of the Valley.
No, that is very, very true. I think, you know, for Burnix Flash, they
You only have one
could
option here in this draft,
let
in this
the
ban out carry.
through, only to have a potential counter pick later on. But even then, it's still rather risky for the later stages of the game. So personally, for
What's
me,
up with
I
this
would
Chocodita,
just
though?
get rid of the carry, take that,
That's been a problem.
away so that people like D7 can actually start playing the game with
That's
harder
where I
times
would go
to
here.
get, like, to initiate.
Oh, but they
Here comes
decided
carry.
to ban out the joy instead, so yes.
They're gonna put
high
Carrot on the-
possibility with the carry here. There she goes. I know that voice.
Chocodita.
I feel like a lot of people at this point know.
They're not gonna lock it first, though.
Just like, yeah, that's carry locked in. So,
Maybe Cho.
Again, I feel like Gideon. What is off the top of your head? What's a great way to counter into this carry? Now you know that it's going to be shredding things down, and if it comes online, it's really hard to deal with.
Personally, for me, I'm thinking about people who can push the waves and really threaten her.
Valentina.
Valentina is already a good choice. The Lapu Lapu, rather interesting. I would have preferred to see what the support pick was going to be. I feel like Burnix Flash is putting a lot of emphasis on seeing what the enemy is going to do first before locking in their support. But at the end of the day, when you're thinking about the mid lane matchup, yes, Valentina is going to be great, but then you have people like Farsa, for an example, even the Melissa as well. The Lilia is always so
Be honest with you, they should have locked in a Grok.
forcing the Valentina backwards.
They should have took
And
Valentina, and they should have took Grok XP
then
for
you have
Burnix
to
Flash.
force it to 3v3 if you need 5 chicken to come on in for these neutral objectives.
They're gonna
So
take
how
possibly
many
Leo.
resources do they have to pack in towards the mid lane for the side of the Valley?
Leo,
That's a big question.
Lilia,
In a couple
Leo,
seconds
Lilia.
we'll see this. I'm wondering too if they do Benedetta into.
Oh,
the
takes a
Lapu Lapu
Lolita.
pick. There's the Lolita picked up again after a massive game, and
Oh,
like you
okay.
guys mentioned,
It's not
Arsa
bad.
was a great choice too.
But
So,
you just gave
I
a
mean,
lot of
Arsa
ultimates to
alone
Chima.
is already the damage is obviously there with the feathered airstrike, but it is something
This is why I don't
that
like the
you will
Lapu
have to
pick,
work
'cause they could have
against
flexed a
because you have
Grok.
Valentina across from you. So
They
now
could have
you've
picked a
got the
Grok here.
potential of 2 feathered airstrikes going off, but maybe that's also something that they want. They want to either force you to take.
Grok would have opened up the doors for them to pick a
You take
support.
the Noon on blast. You know, now you're playing with these options in the midst of the game where what works best for the situation.
That's a
So
strong draft so
another
far for the
kind of
Valley.
Process that
But
has to be made
Chima is
here
a
from
secret
Burnix
weapon over there
Flash
with that
could,
Valentina.
Again, make you trip over all that process.
There goes the Hayabusa. Before I talk about that, even more to dig into that Farsa a bit, I mean, the Lapu Lapu is like, back in the day, the sworn counter almost to dive in onto that. So not only do you have this possible steal from Valentina, you also have someone that heavily counters you now. D7 picking up this Hayabusa. We've seen good things from Hayabusa, but if Mobazane decides to once again go a bulkier jungle, he's gonna have to do a lot of work around to get to his targets.
I feel like he's gonna play a Kai this game, and it's gonna be so boring. Like, come on, Mobazane, go further. You know, you can work with your team. Give me a Granger to pair up with this Farsa, and you and Hoon are gonna be shooting people down from halfway across the map.
It's dangerous though. That's
Is
like
dangerous. Gotta live on
You
the
got a
edge, man.
Hayabusa.
It is the American
I wouldn't do
dream
that.
here. You gotta push yourself to the limits to know what greatness truly is.
I feel like people are just like when you see.
Bro,
a
I'd
guy,
probably
one of
pick
those
freaking
jungles where it's
Fredrin
that
again.
Meme, you know, where the meme is
Honestly.
poking it with his stick saying to do something. Basically, he does. He heavy spins, right? That's something. So Franco's gonna be banned out here. Roaming options kind of dwindling a little bit, but there's still a lot available for Burnix Flash to.
Yo,
to
people
at
don't
least
play that
complement
Cho and
what they
Kadita
have
too
here.
much.
Now, even with
I'm sleeping
Hayabusa
on it.
being locked into the jungle, it's something that you always have to be conscious of. I mean, typically we see Hayabusa Ling matchups, but I'm not betting on Mobazane to play the Ling, right? He probably will default to maybe something more utility-based, like you said. Aside from the Akai, we've seen Barrett's come up a lot. That's also why
Fredrin.
Martis was banned here, because that is another kind
Fred,
of
no, he's gonna pick
utility,
Fredrin. 100% he's gonna pick Fredrin.
hard to catch jungle.
Fredrin's a really good counter for Haya. Matter of fact, I don't even know why I didn't think about that. They need to ban it.
To target the jungle here.
Yep, there it goes.
Fredrin. So
Yeah,
pretty much is.
it's gonna be a Kai.
No, I think it's great that they're banning out these particular jungles. The Fredrin, of course, because again, Hayabusa is like, oh, I'm gonna try and one-shot you. Oh, I'm taunted and I'm gonna get
Could be a
one-shot.
Mon.
Not the most fun in the world. Same thing goes for Martis, especially if you can land the Shura's Wrath. as soon as you get stunned, you're in a lot of trouble. And Super Shark on the Lolita. is
Yeah,
rather
and
frustrating.
as soon as I saw that Hayabusa, I
So
was like, you have to
might
take out
as well
Fredrin.
minimize the problems as much as you can. But if we're talking about bans for the Valley against Burn X Flash, what they're missing right now, support options. They got rid of the Franco.
Your
They,
team is picking.
wow, okay. They got rid of the Lunox. They got rid of the Lunox. I haven't seen Lunox in like what? How many?
What do they
seasons
think it's
before?
gonna be? Valentina
Then
jungle?
again, I'm from Malaysia, so I see it random.
I've
she's
heard
popped
that
up.
Hessa has picked up the Lunox Stone Golden like in past, not here. I've
yes,
heard it
yes.
is like a hot pick for him, right?
It's kind of
Like-
insane.
Yeah. I mean, she's popped up with
There goes that Grok I was talking about.
but
They're gonna, oh, it's gonna be Grok XP though.
something that you
Never
don't
mind.
expect to be banned because even if it's picked up, you still have a way to work around it aside from, you know, the burst that she brings. But meanwhile, the next pick for Burn X Flash is the Grok here. And we've seen this work and it hasn't, but
Ooh, they're gonna have to pull out
Mobazane.
I'm looking at you, Trex. You got to do it in
Beatrix,
exactly the way
possibly?
me and
Or
Max
Harith.
Look at each other. We know exactly how you want you to say it.
Cambodia, forget about it.
Yes!
Forget about it.
All right, that makes me happy. But now we see the Barat already
it is.
locked in, as well as the
Whoa.
Esmeralda.
She's back.
They heard you talking.
My blood is boiling. My blood is boiling.
Esme?
I need the high pressure blood pills.
Because of the shield on
I can
Lapu?
feel it rising up to my head right now. Is this the old meta? What are they looking to do? They have the Grok to cancel out the feathered airstrike, and now you have Esmeralda to take what shield?
I don't know. It does make sense on why they banned the Lunox, right? Like
To take
not
Lapu's shield.
Bring this tankiness. I'm not saying it had any right mind forward, but there it is.
So you're saying
I don't know.
You're saying they're not right in their mind.
I mean, who is?
Careful, Trex.
Man, I mean, to be fair, even if we're thinking about Lunox being the casual counter to the Esmeralda, there's still lane bullies as well. I mean, there's the Dyroth, there's the Dyroth. There's so many things that could be done, but it's going to be the final pick coming in for Burn X Flash. They go for the Claude. I like that very much. And honestly, the Valley probably foresaw that. They're not expecting the Irithel. They want something that goes in.
Well,
and
Claude's
out.
gonna eat
The only
Esme
concept
alive.
That fits that build is Natan as
See how this
well
goes though.
as the
You just
Claude.
need one more Valley.
No,
Come on.
I mean, so just looking
Got it.
at what Burn X Flash has, it's a very flashy kind of go in, go out composition here. And I feel like that kind of chaotic playstyle, exactly what they're known for. And if it's going to be too much, if it's too much fire to handle, if it's too hot to handle here for the Valley, this could be potentially the 3-game series that we're actually looking for here on the desk. And still, the Valley with having that Esmeralda too, really interested to see if she still fits here in at least M4 in this current meta.
Look, I'm just tired of the Valley saying, all right, Basic, you're gonna create a really big backpack. We're all gonna help you lift it and eventually jump in it towards the end of the game. But it's time. It's gonna be game number 2 here at the lower brackets of M4. The Valley up against Burn X Flash. Game number 2.
Well, this is going to be a crucial game here for both these teams.
Oh,
and I know
the
we're
Valley's
gonna
up
see it
one,
kind
so.
of unfold right starting in the jungle here. Again, Mobazane opting for this Barrett's pick, gonna do pretty much the same game plan he had from previous.
Boon's going these aggressive mages now. I like it.
Roam Grok here could work out really well for them to try his best to find picks early on, to find possibly even Mobazane and contest these objectives, because you don't want to give them that clean sweep they had in the previous match.
Well, absolutely not. And you know, that's when you see Fried Chicken actually take full advantage of the situation. Yo, Lapu Lapu,
I've always
you're not
thought about putting the
in
Esme on the
low.
Lapu.
I have to put you as far down into the dirt as possible and let my team take the little wanders and let my team spread their influence through the mid lane.
I think something else that is going to be very important for the Valley is how Hoon rotates in these early stages on that Farza. Can they make some plays happen here? Can they stop Burn X Flash having this Hayabusa be aggressive? Because I think if the Valley can get to the mid or even the late game with at least the stalemate, they can definitely win out in this.
Well, I mean, Shima's level 4 here. Mobazane is as well. First turtle, though, still a little bit away. So poking back and forth, I mean, at this point, you just have both teams kind of waiting, right? Waiting for that objective. Now, still, I would say that given the team lineup for the Valley, the way they're going to fight around objectives is very strong, but still, it's going to be up to Burn X Flash to really kind of get in and get out. And if that just
I don't know. I think Esme works on Lapu.
shadowing in there, getting the retribution off, and if that's the
That's something you
big thing,
traditionally
might be
see, but it
best
doesn't mean it
case
doesn't
scenario.
work.
Thomas welcome, tries to lock on, but Tima able to stop it. This could be bad for Mobazane, taking a lot of damage, gets stunned up, and ATM.
Ooh, that's bad.
Kill for D7. Now, Shark. Fly Chicken and Shark trying to battle around this. They decide to back off, but First Blood does go to the side of Burn.
Wait,
Dang.
what happened there? I thought that Daytona's welcome was gonna eat Chima, but then it didn't. Did he quad shadow out of the way, or did he
went into
it? He went into him. That is smart. That is smart. Lost in the chaos.
Yep, that's what they're known for, Ryan. Burn X Flash does it really well, and as we were saying, we were kind of painting that picture. That chaos can be overwhelming here, right? The fire can be pretty hot, and just taking a look at the items, things kind of establishing here, almost 3 minutes in the game, they're still going to be able to play. It's a very minuscule gold lead for Burn X Flash, but still, big things that are going to come up here too is exactly this different dynamic with the Grok here, where you're going to be building more of that tank, pretty much that tank roam Grok, not the damage that we're used to seeing.
Ooh, he almost killed him.
Able to back off.
Yeah, they're gonna back off. They need to take their time. They don't want to get locked
Oh, D7 gets the knockup onto Hoon, and in comes ATM. Locking on to Super Shark. The airstrike does come down. Misses most of them.
save.
Lands one, does a little bit of damage, but nobody goes down.
Beautiful defense. Hoon gets out of there with the 5 wings, having to use that flicker, and now, for in the minds of Burn X Flash, they already punished Mobazane. He has to restack himself up to become a nice big dinosaur boy. But Chima, he is making sure he is trying to put pressure on that map. And the only profit that they got were 2 flickers, one from their playmaker, Super Shark, and as well as Hoon. So they're keeping in mind and telling, I'm your ATM, get ready to jump on Hoon.
Again, you can find Hoon, you can try your best here for Burn X Flash, but still, you have that mobility kind of advantage. This is very finicky for them, especially with Chima on this Hayabusa. You've got Hessa going in with the BMI. Blazing Duet gets out. So I feel like that's a big challenge for the Valley here specifically. And on top of that, again, the dynamic changes with what ultimate CCAT takes, right? And what he decides to throw at the Valley here. Still, it's a very objective focused game for the Valley, and that's kind of your game plan the whole time, because if you're trying to fight Burn X Flash face to face here, you're gonna get your ankles broken basically at this point. So next turtle comes up here. We'll see if they find the positioning and the space that they need to take this next turtle.
I'm seeing that I'm your ATM is missing his ult. It looks like he may have tried to get into an altercation with Fly Chicken, but
Don't like the Valley's team.
And the same can be said. Chima, he's lost at least 50%.
It's
of his
different.
game. I don't think anything's gonna be
Barats
happening
and
here. This is
Esme, but,
almost
Esme
a
works.
noodle fight.
For the Lapu. That's about it.
Open for that. And down it comes. Trying to zone Hoon away. Mobazane is close to this turtle right now. Tima also trying to fight it out. The Fly Chicken
Forgot
takes out
turtle.
CCAT.
Oh.
Tima able to take the turtle though. Hessa now trying to move on. Hoon does fall down. Fly Chicken on the run along with Super Shark and Mobazane.
But look at
Fly
Chicken.
Burn
Look
doesn't
at
wanna let
basic
this
top.
up. Mobazane now coming out with the Daytona's welcome. Locks on to D7. Chomp, chomp into the wall, and down goes D7. Shark Force used the flicker. As the shadow comes in, Chima looks for it, can't find it, but still a fair trade for both teams.
Oh boy, I would still say that Burn X Flash still came up on top. A lot less battle spells being expanded, and now a big window for Burn X Flash to actually punish Fly Chicken now that he doesn't have his flicker. All he has is the Falling Star Moon to get out of tough
But basic to the
situations,
top.
which can easily dealt with Chima's OP shadow kill.
Even taking a look at the items, it's still, again, it's pretty even across the board here. Still action.
Oh, Hoon with the feathered airstrike. Chima goes down. D7 does find the knockup onto Hoon, getting that stun to basic. Getting aggressive. ATM will fall. D7 forced to use a flicker, trying to get away, but now the Valley are starting to take control of this game.
Yo, they're choking.
And with that, right, the minuscule gold lead that was in favor for Burn X Flash is gone here.
Yeah,
And like you
Valley's
said,
about
the
to snowball.
backpack has started, right? It's going in the basic here. He's going to be able to grab that bottom turn on the,
That's promising.
on the bottom side. And still, they're working. They're putting pressure.
Most definitely D7 trying to keep them away. And one thing is, we were worried about that Esmeralda, but Fly Chicken is coming through.
Yep, he's doing a really
I don't
good
know why
job,
they were so worried about the Esme. The only problem with Esme is
his average
the Claude.
right now at this stage, he's traded
It's the
so
only
often.
problem
And
Esme's
this
gonna
is the
have.
first time we're seeing it. Look at Hoon. He's absolutely just frustrating and pushing Bird back. But this could be the counter attack that we're looking for. D7,
risky.
keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, Mobazane is very deep, but he doesn't want to let up just yet.
Oh.
Did he take it? He
Yep.
steals the purple buff. Jimma takes a lot of damage. Can't
Ooh, good
dash in
steals,
like
eh?
that anymore. It's becoming a little too
Oh yeah, they're
risky.
closing out, bro.
That was a pretty, I mean, that was a risky
They're not
decision,
losing this
but
game.
it ended up paying out for them. So this is the thing, right? We're seeing a very synergized the Valley, right? This is something that we didn't see so much of in the group stage. So whatever happened in the past few days, they figured things out, and now they're going to be battling for this turtle here. But still, Burn X Flash has taken 2 of them. Can they get this one here for the Valley?
It's definitely not going to be easy, but Mobazane
Charge
may be able
stun.
to do it. Back in the backside, no supercharge with the flicker. Lands it on blast. C-Cat taken out.
Clean.
Under ATM tries to land, but connects no one. No. Who
Battle
does
retry.
get stunned? D7
Zane got it.
trying to do something, but Mobazane takes turtle. A nice big hit. ATM goes down. D7 could be next. White Chicken doesn't want
Wide.
to let up. He's going to chase. He's bulky. He's tanky. He's under the tower, and down goes D7.
This game.
Jimma up against this orange buff. Back
They're too
against
far
the
behind.
wall. Super Shark and Hoon want to try to find him, but he should be able to flicker away safely.
I mean, they
he
might
ain't
still
getting
go on
out.
the hunt here. They
They
got
are.
the information. Yeah, Chima, he's going to run out of places to go. Let's see if he can juke them out.
I think he may be able to, but it seems like the
Okay.
Valley keeping it disciplined. They don't want to waste any time. They want to get something out of this.
Well, I mean, White Chicken, he checked the common spot. He knows that there's the Pixel Brush, but it's too late. It was a 50-50 there, and therefore, not worth his time. Back up towards the top lane. And now, looking at Farsa, Hoon, he's got the 2 core items. He just needs a little bit of time to start scaling up. He's already dishing out so much damage.
Yeah, not only that too, but with Basic here now having that Wind of Nature available to him, or he's working on, he has the Corrosion Scythe here. That's gonna be trouble, right? Still gonna be working on the next core item, but still, you saw the recalls come out here. They're feeling confident. It is 4.2k gold ahead here, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. It's only 9 minutes into the game. Burn X Flash could still
took the
make
bottom
a
tower.
play here. The question is, where do they make it? That's the thing. And again, C-Cat really hasn't been able to utilize this Valentina just yet.
Oh, Fly Chicken in a bit of trouble. They want to lock onto him. The tower does fall. But right now that Esmeralda is so tanky. Hoon gets found by D7. Mobazane, wait a second, conceal play. Nice stun onto D7. Daytona's welcome. Tries to lock on, but they still find him. Basic finally doing some damage. Numenon Blast, no flicker to connect, so the Numenon Blast doesn't find the stun just yet. Basic and Shark gonna chip away at this lane, and I think the action is over.
Well, for now, for the time being, I mean, the fact that C-Cat was able to, sorry, not C-Cat, but D7 finding Hoon, this is a pretty good trade. However, topside is losing.
Valley looking good now.
Tier 2 is already
I know they
losing
had a
so
long
much
talk.
GPs.
The way they performing now, this is different.
For the Valley, so if they want to get into that 5k gold lead and put Burn even further down, they can absolutely do so. And I think the Valley, they don't have to take the Lord now. They just need to keep putting up the pressure and choking out Chima.
Yeah, look at the way Zane is playing right now, just in their face. This is reminiscent to like Wise playing the Barats, jumping in there, even with the Esmeralda, very M3-esque right now.
Well, right now, total control here. Objectively, they get a turret. D7 gonna check that bush, take a couple of hits here, but the fight for this Lord is going to ensue. White Chicken having a massive game so far in this Esmeralda.
That's so good.
They pursue it.
Most
They can't
definitely
even get in.
Mobazane, he's got it down to about 30%. Does seem like conceal play is going to come. D7 misses the wild charge. ATM misses the bravest fighter. Only gets a stun onto Super Shark. Chima comes in.
Chima is bad retribution, bro.
Down goes D7.
That man can't
ATM,
retry to save his
faithful
life.
next. Basic on the chase. He finds it. That's a double. Hessel with the blazing duet, but forced to BMI out. White Chicken does get found by C-Cat, and Chima tries to
Chima
look
is-
for it, so it's a
is
2-for-1
bad on
trade.
the,
Lord still goes to the Valley.
Oh man.
I don't know why they
Now
keep
with
letting them
5K
get
gold,
carry.
He's gonna turn that into at least 7k deficit against Burn. You can see that Hessa is scaling up.
Obviously, I honestly think it's the coach not paying attention to who the Valley plays as, because they don't use Joy. And they banned out Joy.
D7, he has to use his flicker to close that distance. He had a good angle, but he could have guaranteed a hit had he just flickered forward. He's reading out on his battle spell.
Now the Lord is coming in. Zane and Shark trying to hold down the front side. Hoon does not have that feathered airstrike, so he's not going to be able to help this siege effort. Down goes the Lord. Not too much material for the side of the Valley.
So very disciplined, right? The Valley here, they got a nice, comfortable gold lead. They're going to be.
Bro, the Valley's about to win this. You crazy? That's game, bro.
Chicken walking that wave in the bottom side.
They're too far behind. They're down by 6,000 gold.
Up the map further. Can BURNX Flash defend against this siege?
Oh, there goes Hoon with the feathered airstrike. ATM taking a bit of damage. They are able to open up the map a bit. And here in a second, with Fried Chicken cutting this lane, that should be another free tier 2 tower.
Let's see whether, I mean, the outer turrets are basically gone at this point, and the Valley, they're very confident once they have this lead. They know that Burn can't really do too much about the situation, and D7 has to really be careful with his power of natures, because as soon as his immunity to crowd control disappears, the Valley will jump upon him. So I think at this stage of the game, the Valley, let the waves push on out. Come on out of the base, and let's get into a brawl.
And I mean, even looking at the items, like you mentioned, you know, with Hessa having those 3 core items, he's got the Demon Hunter Sword, he's got the Golden Staff, Prolific Roar here on this Claude. And also, CCAT had the Neuron Blast. Not sure if he's still holding on to it, but if they can get that set up, whether it's in the base defense or not, if they find 2-3 targets, it's overlapped with a great Blazing Duet wild charge combination.
I've always wanted to start pulling back out Esme on the Lapu.
Right? Despite that 5.7k gold lead for the Valley, they can set themselves up here for
No
success.
Matas in my red
What
cheeks.
we've seen so far is the Valley not allowing that to happen. Here comes the
Hey, I'm not an M4 world champion. These are champions. Ooh.
D7 goes down, Hessa comes in with the Blazing Duet, but a nice winner Truncheon from Hoon.
That's game.
Down goes ATM. Next will be Chimma.
That's game.
Will has to get out
They
of
can
it.
end.
I don't think
No,
so.
he can't.
Force the flicker.
That's game.
He falls. That's a maniac.
Push the top,
for
push the top in the
Basic.
game, push the
His
top.
First one in M4. Now they're going to try to close.
Who's gonna
the
clear the
distance
bottom mid?
here. BURNX Flash on the ropes.
Oh my lord, nothing gets past Fried Chicken. He saw that right at the very edge of his screen. The Blazing Duet, he foresaw it.
They have
coming,
enough time
and
to take a
immediately
turret.
turned
Probably get a
180
pick off on
around to
Valentina.
deal with the problem, and now this could be it.
This could definitely be it. The Neuron Blast does not connect, but they're going to be able to clear
Shark,
these
just get in.
waves. The Valley
Basic
with
needs
the
to get in.
chokehold
Basic needs to hit the.
over
Oh, he
BURNX
can't.
Flash
Go
right
back. Go back.
BURNX Flash coming out of the
Go
base,
back.
though, trying to defend,
Back.
and it looks like they will be able to do it. The Valley keeping it disciplined. They're going to go for
take
this
the Lord.
Lord and try to finish this off. But wait a second. Chimma coming in.
It's too late, bro. Too fed.
Fighter. Gets a nice flicker. D7 comes in as well, but still not enough damage. Mobazane gonna get.
Bro, they're
the
really gonna
bonus
fight
welcome.
this when they're almost down by
Against the
10,000
wall,
gold?
and your ATM will fall. Now back to the Lord.
Oh my goodness. What's so unfortunate about this play is the fact that Burn had all the right ideas executed
They're
as
down
best
in
as they
economy.
can, but with an 8.7, 8.8k goal lead now, and they've already hit the 42, gone past the 42k mark. There's just literally one item away to making a difference in that fight.
I mean, it shows, right? It really shows in itemization for the Valley here. And that's what we see working so well for them. So they just secure themselves a Lord
That was
here.
good.
They're going to be getting ready for this Lord push.
Go to
and
airport-
get gold
airport
ahead
Cambodian
here.
team.
BURNX Flash is going to have a defense of a lifetime. And I'm not even sure if CCAT has an ultimate
This is
just
game.
yet with IMU. But as you said, Gideon, the backpack in full force here for Basic, but it's not even just that. I feel like everybody's got their own pack here because Super Shark, look at him, he's massive. 0-0-12 on a Lolita again for this match. And Fried Chicken, the big question mark, does Esmeralda still work here? It obviously does. And he's such a good distraction.
Bro, Valley wins. They're gonna say
Works great for
next
Esmeralda.
skin to
They're
come out. It's
playing
gonna be
around that
Lolita.
game. Not to mention
Or
Mobazane
Yusin
is
Shin.
also a big, huge dinosaur. And now they get ready for this siege on the
Probably be
base.
Zane's hero.
The
It'd be
Lord
Yusin
creeping
Shin.
its way in, along with Mobazane. Keep our eyes on Hoon as he does drop that feathered airstrike with the flicker to bait out the bravest warrior. Basic gonna
game.
shred down Amir ATM, and this could be it. Down goes Chimma, and
It's at the
down
base.
goes BURNX Flash. CCAT, the last one standing.
Oh, that's dirty.
Because tonight the Valley will not burn. They will go forth as BURNX Flash is going home, sadly.
They have done it. The Valley continue their championship run from the lower brackets. They move on to deal with their next opponent. A breath of fresh air, but GG, well played. A 2-0 victory to the Valley.
was good.
And our hearts go out.
That's how they should have been playing all
Representatives
along.
coming in from Cambodia, BURNX Flash.
Man, oh man, I'm sure
They
there's
got
some
their
people in
butts
chat
whooped.
right now. Type in the Valley dude because that was a performance, and everybody loves to see it. It's tough to see Burn X Flash here going home, but they put up a fight. They tried their best here, and unfortunately, it just wasn't enough against the Valley.
Definitely a wonderful game from both players. Even from game 1 to game 2, Burn X Flash kept their composure. There was a lot of moments where I felt like they could have taken that back, but in game 2, the gold lead just became too much, and in the meta right now, that can spell victory.
It really does. It's so brutal, but they played so well. They had their time to come together. It's time that we throw to our Atlas and break this down.
And tall, and they send the Khmer home. At your service, my name is Leo, joined here by Carrie and Barats. No, that's Mirko and LaFell. We're breaking down game number 2, the winning game.
Mirko and LaFell.
Allows the Valley to keep going on.
What's up, Honey Mustard? Man, of course, been out to see the Valley.
The draft
Sent
was
home
key
Cambodia.
in their
Pack your
victory
bags,
over the
get out,
Cambodian
because the
champions.
brooms are in
Gotta say,
session and the Valley
the
wins with a
has grown
sweep.
so much. They've evolved. You would not expect Zayn to just go ahead and pick up the Barats. That's it.
I mean, I did. Just
You
saying,
called
just-
it.
I called it. Like what we were saying is like, this is gonna be a Barats game. Called it. But okay, here's the thing. Before we actually go through the real analysis, while we see the Valley walking, White Chicken, was it really necessary to steal the Savage?
He denied basic.
Come on, dude.
Why did you steal the Savage?
Why'd you steal the
Why'd you steal
Savage?
the Savage,
Basic,
man?
you want that Savage, right? You want the
He's
Savage.
doing the sad face. Come on, dude. Valley, dude.
We're gonna have to
The
talk
Valley
about
did.
it. We're
They
gonna have to
gotta
talk
talk
about it
about it.
later on. But yeah, against Burn X Flash, who obviously learned a lot from game 1, right? Like they picked up on it, and I think the desk put it so well. Their planning is amazing. Execution, they did their best. But the Valley
Yeah.
seemed to always be a step ahead.
Again, right?
The
it
flick
started
about
from
Hoon to
the
draw him
draft.
out was
This
nasty.
time around, I think we can all
Congrats to the
agree
Valley. Well
this
played. Good
draft
luck
was
next match against
absolutely amazing.
Yo, Todak gonna give him a run for their money.
No
Burn X
question
Flash
about
was
that.
bad.
It was
I'm not gonna
good
lie.
in the first
They were not
draft,
that
but
good.
They went straight on for a flex pick.
That
And
was like-
the
Burn
only
X Flash
questionable
was
thing
like
in the
a-
first place for me was the Lolita. Because again, it's
They were
very
like
easy to
maybe like your
transfer out
a
of the
mythic
very
NA
easy
team.
to just negate that,
Not
especially
I
considering
wouldn't
how
I wouldn't even say glory. Like
bad.
that's like a
Honestly,
mythic
with this
NA team the way they were
conversation, I feel
playing.
Like one of the more important things we got to discuss is actually the goal momentum because as
The
an
Valley
item,
will
actually
smoke
any
teams like that
assassin
left and right. They
hero,
should at
except
least.
for the lane, is
I
that
think
you
their
need some
problem's
kind
gonna
of
be
advantage in terms of
Todak's
goal,
going to be a
EXP
big
or-
problem for the Valley.
Anything because he could not deal the damage. Like Barats is already tanky as he is.
Todak. The reason why is because Todak doesn't mess up in the draft.
They're losing their win condition.
Like Burn X Flash, they picked the Eve instead of a carry. Like that made zero sense. And then they picked the Atlas when they already had a Grok. You know, Todak doesn't do things like that. If Todak picks a Grok, they're picking a support. If Todak picks a Cho, they're picking a Kadita. Like, you know, Todak is very versatile, and they run a lot of Todak will also swap the lanes. They'll put a XP lane in the gold lane and the gold lane in the XP lane. Like, they have a lot of tricks up their sleeves. There was no tricks up their sleeves for Burn X Flash. It's a wild draft, and I think they just kind of threw stuff at the wall to see if it would stick, honestly.
Potentially sin a lot more things, and I kind of feel like this particular item is why, like the heroes.
Yeah,
like
that's
the
insane, bro.
Is starting to be more popular.
Well, you're talking about Esmeralda. I'll talk about the man who got the Maniac, right? Basic, the itemization. I think
This makes me wanna
man
just get on and start
is
ranking.
Phenomenal, right?
Maybe
It's a
we'll rank
basic
today.
Itemization from him, but it works
Solo
so
rank,
well.
solo queue?
Because the thing is, if you understand the basics, you're gonna be able to itemize great. Game 1 went for defensive items. Athena's shield first defensive item, then he went on to the Wind of Nature.
It's time for me to hit
because
glory,
he doesn't
honestly.
care about that magic damage because he understands the assignment. He understands that most of the damage coming onto him is going to be everyone who can dive, and everyone is physical.
Yep, we've seen multiple times in this 16-minute bout that Basic was not afraid to flicker forward. Basic was not afraid to dash forward, and I think that's why he built the Thunder Belt. He knows that
He loves that
all
Thunder
the
Belt.
dudes that can get to him. Again, I'm your ATM, D7, maybe CCAT if he tries to set up a Numinum Blast. He would face that threat with just violence.
Here's the thing: he built the Wind of Nature's second item because later in the highlights, where we will see.
Yeah, he learned his lesson from when they lost
Trying to shut down the carry very
against
early on, but even if you use the Ogi Shadow,
Akira.
not only did it not connect, but Basic
RQ
had the
Akira
Wind of
destroyed him
Nature,
because he
so
didn't
even
pick
if
up
it
a Wind of
doesn't
Nature on
ignite, it
a
doesn't
Claude.
matter.
And honestly, I want to give massive props to the Forgotten One here. 17 total assists. We haven't been mentioning his name a lot, but Super Shark. In 2 games, he really understood what to do. Because in this composition battle, for both of the styles, both of the teams, they understand that, again, it's all about proactivity. Whoever engages first will win. And the Lolita did not get canceled at all.
And it's not so weird to assume that maybe our MVP might be that Lolita, might be Super Shark, but we're about to find out for sure now.
Basic.
We're awarding it over to Mr. Peter Bryce himself. It's Basic, of course. Game 1, he had some tendencies.
Mr. Peter
Game
Bryce.
2, I think it was warmed up enough. I mean, how often you get a 12:05 in the world stage?
2 Maniacs.
2 Maniacs, dude. 2
Close,
Maniacs.
close to Savage.
I mean, like, here's the thing.
Yeah, he ate them
Super
alive.
Shark,
Godly, 12-0 and
he
5
really did, as the
is
popular
nuts.
star would say, he's shark do-do. But it was not enough to steal the MVP from Basic, because if I'm not mistaken, he didn't even die. But Basic, he didn't die as well, and he got a lot of damage down. He has the highest amount of gold. And again, you've been talking about the itemization. Love this guy. I kind of feel like in the group stages, a lot of criticism was going towards him. I guess not anymore.
No, it just shows.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
how
rank today.
Good he is, right? A lot of criticism sent over to Basic. I saw so many hate comments over to him, but he used that criticism to build and to just improve so much. You could tell that this man has put in the work, man. Look at how active he is.
That's the mid game, all right? We're looking at 5 minutes to 10 minutes.
I don't know why they let Carry walk,
So
especially
evident
for a
that
top,
off the back
well, not
of
top,
his
but
rover,
especially for
off the
Basic.
back of
Like,
his
he's a
mid
carry
laner,
main.
Super Shark and Hoon, he's able to find these opportunities to do
He's
more
played carry
for the
every single
Valley.
game
And
almost in
again, two
M4,
kinds of MVP
except
we have,
for
setup and
one
payoff.
match where he ran
This is a
Aerith,
clear
though.
example of a payoff MVP.
I mean, would it really be surprising for him to have that much gold when he's basically stealing every
Cambodians
single
are confident
resource
not
for
banning
his
carry,
match?
then the results, yeah.
Basically, he played well. Well,
Not
no, he
only
played
that,
great
they
in this
had
game.
the option to
You can
pick
see,
up
again,
carry,
right,
and they
in these
pick a
team fights,
Eve
there
instead of a
were
carry.
lot
Like, it's
of it
just
in the first game
mind-boggling.
where Burnix Flash were actually able to find the better skirmishes. Why? Because the Valley has used most of their resources onto the main objective for them, which is the neutral objective. And that's the reason, right here, you can see just a difference in mindset, I believe, for both of the, or for all the players. Some of the members from Team Valley wanted to fight, the others just wanted to secure the Lord. But finally, when they understood what they wanted to do, they had one voice, and it's to go in. When they did that, you could see that they just did wonders.
Yes, this is game number 1. We're moving over to game number 2, where the Valley had, I would say they have the number of Burnix Flash, because in this game, I want to talk about Fly Chica because he's popping off, bringing out the Esmeralda. He's really pushing everyone away. And look at the Hayabusa. It's not like he didn't try. He tried so many times, but every single time he goes in, he dies. And Basic is so fast to be.
Look how bad carry is. Like, look how insane having a carry on your team is.
I kind of feel like that is one of the hardest things for Burnix Flash to do, because it's so hard to catch the Valley off guard. We've seen the Grok using the Conceal, trying to catch anyone. He really doesn't care. But look at this, Maniac over Maniac. Basic is too fat. Basic is doing too much damage.
Watch it. Fly Chicken again. We gotta relive it, right? That final kill, that savage steal.
Could have sworn that he did it on purpose.
Come
He
on,
looked
man.
at Basic. I could have sworn he looked at Basic.
Yeah, he
went
coulda
like
given
this,
that savage.
Said, no, not today.
I know it's the world stage, but nah, fam.
Nah, fam.
Nah,
I mean,
dude.
He used the Falling Star move. He wanted to steal it.
I mean, that must have just been the call, all right? From Hoon or Shark, they're just saying, end it. This is the world stage. This is our sweep. And again, this is our game. Congratulations to the Valley. On behalf of LaFell, on behalf of Mirko, my name is Leo. Thank you so much to the desk. Let's throw it over to our hosts. They're with the Valley. Mara and Clara, what you got?
Let's see what the Valley got to say.
Thank you, our caster, our analyst, and here we are, Mara Clara, with the winner of the mastery, the Valley, with Almost Savage. Almost Savage. Okay, I'm sorry, Basic, that's the closest that you're gonna hear Savage just right here. Okay, how do you feel about Fly Chicken stealing your thunder and taking that Savage from you? Arr.
I think it's fine. I think.
Really? Okay, so that means I wanna. If you're saying you think, that means you're not sure. So
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I want it to be fine because you're my teammate. But okay, in all honesty, what do you want to say to him right now?
No, a win is still a win.
A win is still a win. Okay, why did you do that? You guys were winning anyway.
I was just in the zone. I didn't mean to. I mean, you know, when anyone gets a maniac in rank, you always have that thought in the back of your mind, like, should I steal it or not?
Oh.
And I didn't want to, but maybe that thought overpowered me.
Okay, so you just gotta do it fast enough, basic. Almost, but two
MVP,
main
not
guys.
good enough.
Yeah, but you came into MPL ID last time, right? And you guys say that you want to play in M4, and it's happening now. But what is your next wish or hope for this M4?
What?
Default or Mobazin?
What did she say?
Be champion?
Restate the question.
Beat
I think we'd be
someone?
happy with, of course, maybe top 4 would be a good goal to set, but of course, we're trying the best we possibly can, no matter what that it might be.
Mobazane, is that you? Oh, just the top 4? Is that you?
We would like to be champions. We'll do the best we can. Maybe we'll be champions, maybe we'll be top 4, top 8. We don't know, but we'll try our best.
Okay, whoa, this is I'm feeling a different Mobazane right now. Speaking of, you didn't get a chance to talk about it here in the world stage. When we were doing the live draw, you said that the group stage will be an easy
I love when
ride.
Zay
But
talks.
what
It'd be the
happened
funniest
there,
thing.
because it wasn't a desirable result. You finished third, but we know you can do it.
Why do they be doing Zay like
know
this?
that
They
you
just
were
want to
promised
get controversial
right now with
statements.
Your opponent, you said, Cambodia, forget about it, and you swept
Man,
it
they gotta be
exactly
careful.
the way
Everything he
you
says
thought it
turns
was
into a
gonna go.
meme.
What happened between the group stages to now? Was there a struggle? Tell us.
Well, before the group stages, we were actually playing pretty good. I think it just wasn't our best performance. Something about the stage, just the games. We knew ourselves that we played horribly that day, and we have a lot better to offer. And we tried our best today to show it.
It was more of the stage. Was it overwhelming how big it was? Was it the crowd? What was it?
I think we had to work on stuff too, besides the outside
Environment.
interferences. The drums are pretty annoying, though.
The drum.
Yeah.
So you don't know if it's your heart, if it's your heartbeat or the drum beat.
Boom, boom, boom. But yeah,
said they're
after this, you're
annoying.
gonna face the representative of Malaysia, Todak. How do you feel about facing Todak tomorrow in
we
Best
do
of
it?
the Series?
Yeah. Can we do it the
Yeah, that's how you
Mobazane
feel,
way?
Zane. Be honest.
Mobazane way.
Be honest. They're gonna be a problem.
How is it like?
Good luck.
Oh, good luck for both.
Mobazane, is that you? Is that you? Did someone come inside you? Okay, we'll give you another chance, okay? Take two.
Yo! I'm
3-0.
turning off the stream.
3-0.
3-0.
It's best of 3.
To the
What
valley.
is she?
2-0.
Bro,
Best of
please
three.
stop.
2-0.
Stop while
Alright.
you're ahead. Oh
Mobazane,
no.
We're gonna give you a little bit of time to
What
rest,
did
'cause
she
you guys
just?
deserve it with the
Bro,
sweep once again.
Good luck,
Congratulations
Valley. I'm
to the
impressed, man. That was a great game.
Ooh, they burned the stage again.
Oh, they
Thank-
burned the stage. That
Right.
The Valley, dude. Go ahead, you guys.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
man, that was funny.
For tomorrow.
That was a funny interview.
Yeah, just take it with you. It's a
Yeah,
souvenir.
you can take it with you. You
Merchandise.
deserve the mic. You
Thank
deserve
you,
the mic.
guys.
Sarah, that was really amazing. I mean,
Yes, that's right.
people know Mobazane to be somebody that is honest with the way they feel, and they were able
Look at
to
that.
prove
Yeah.
what he was talking about. With
I didn't want to
Korea
say
and
it,
how
Inho, but I know you heard
forget
that.
about it.
They forgot about
Said
it, but
what?
Their journey gonna start again
What?
tomorrow, and it's gonna
Why
be a
did you
long
say
journey.
that?
But our journey will be.
I don't. I think it's a language barrier thing, bro.
Last match.
That's right. It'll be the Malvinas Gaming versus Occupy Thrones. So don't go anywhere. MLB
I know Zayden
tomorrow
about to
and Bang Bang and
about to go
World
back and talk about
Championship.
that.
We'll
Oh
be right
man,
back. Stay tuned.
that's funny. That's funny. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting match. Anybody got any guesses? Now Venus Gaming versus Occupy Thrones. Man, oh man, that was crazy, bro. Definitely worth it to sit back and see the interview. But nonetheless, an impressive performance from the Valley. Definitely able to claim that title and remain in the lower bracket. Well done. Shout out to them. We do got 2 more teams competing, so I will be watching that as well, so we'll keep the live stream running, guys. And I appreciate everybody spending their time with us today. Those on YouTube, though, it is going to end here, and then I'm going to start it again when this match is available. But for Facebook, the show will move on with no interference. So, yeah, epic ending, epic interview, epic sweep, and phenomenal gameplay over there by the Valley. So shout out to Zane, Hoon, Basic, Fried Chicken, all you guys doing an insane job, and Super Shark. So as always, guys, everybody on YouTube, appreciate you spending your time with us, and I will see you guys in 30 minutes for the next match in the draft. But as always, my name is Wheezy. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys next time in the Land of Dawn. Facebook, see you guys momentarily, 30 minutes as well. Peace.